This is Bloomington Normal's one and only live newscast, TV 10 News.
Connect Transit could be seeing some changes to their routes. Good afternoon. I'm Andy Dahn.
All right, thank you, ladies. Now, the change took effect yesterday as students began receiving emails on their Microsoft Office 365 account rather than their Redbird Mail account. Now, students received numerous notifications and reminders throughout the month via email, but that didn't stop some from being caught off guard this morning. The recent shooting at a community college in Oregon that left 13 dead and at least 20 injured is just another example of deadly shootings on college campuses. So how are ISU students feeling about these tragedies? Do they feel that something like that could happen on campus? And if so, do they know what to do?
For the veterans, all kinds of people and accounts. So let's take a look at just some of the tweets this morning. Sports teams obviously tweeting out their support. The Buffalo Bills here saying, on Veterans Day and every day we salute the real heroes. Thank you, veterans. Also, Major League Baseball, the Baltimore Orioles, saying the Orioles thank the brave men and women who have served our country. And you see here, just everyday people. Thank you, hashtag veterans. Also, an interesting one here from Money. They say, here are all the places veterans can eat and drink for free on Veterans Day. We'll come back to that in just a bit. Also, Good Morning America here saying, thank you again to all of those who have served on this Veterans Day. Thank you, veterans. And even locally, the ISU Redbirds ROTC Twitter tweeting out the full interview with our very own cadet, Jessica Fields. She's seen here holding a check for $30,000. The cause of a fire that broke out in a Clinton home Sunday morning is under investigation. Pantagraph reports Clinton Fire Department officials were called to the two-story residence on McGill Road just after 5 a.m. Sunday morning. 2 adults and a child were able to escape the home without injury. There are still no damage estimates, but officials say the home suffered serious damage from smoke. All right, thanks, Allie. A piece of legislation recently introduced by U.S. Representative Rodney Davis would help recent college graduates pay off their student loan debt. The proposal allows employers to contribute an employee's earnings before being taxed, so recent college graduates don't have as much of a burden while paying off their student loans. The proposed program is similar to another program that allows employers to contribute pre-tax earnings to a current college student's tuition, and another program that gives certain government employees the ability to pay off their student loans with pre-tax earnings. I'm Andy Dahn. The entire world was rocked by the terrorist attacks in Paris Friday night that killed more than 120 people. The tragedy was compared to the horror the United States experienced during 9/11, and many Americans reached out to show their support for the victims over the weekend. Saturday Night Live began their weekly show with a message to France rather than a funny sketch. Cast member Cecily Strong presented the opening, which began with a message in English but ended a bit differently. The Trump campaign is making its way to Illinois. Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump will be in Springfield tonight for a rally at the Prairie Capital Convention Center, which holds nearly 10,000 people. Trump's rally is sandwiched between his appearance on Saturday Night Live and his next GOP debate tomorrow in Milwaukee. Trump has recently slipped from first place in the recent Republican polls, replaced by Ben Carson. TV 10 will be at tonight's rally. McLean County officials are feeling the strain of the state's budget impasse as they put together their own spending plan for 2016. The board approved a $96.4 million budget for 2016 at its September meeting, but some of that document's assumptions remain up in the air. County Administrator Bill Wasson says he's concerned about changes to income tax and property tax revenue, which are distributed by the state. Neither is expected to change under current budget proposals, but he says things seem to be gaining traction one day and aren't the next.
Popular female artist.
Plus, the Kansas City Royals and New York Mets continued their battle for the World Series over the weekend. We'll show you if the Royals could wrap up the series last night and what social media buzz was being generated about the series in just a bit.